My name is Claire Roberts and I am the Business Development Manager at Osuji Smith Lawyers. Here we are on site today to discuss with Charles Osuji and Rowan Fisher the successful acquisition of Fisher Law to Osuji Smith Lawyers. Rowan Fisher, Charles Osuji, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
The excitement is in the air. It's a big day today.
Yes.
How are you guys feeling?
Great. Really, really
Amazing.
good. Yeah.
Absolutely. So Charles, Rowan, congratulations on the successful acquisition to you both. Charles, could you tell us what driving factors came into play when considering this acquisition and how you think it aligns with the long-term goals of Osuji Smith?
Great question, Claire. Hi, Rowan. I came to this country in 2011 as an immigrant and faced many challenges that many immigrants face coming into a new country. There's loss of network, learning to speak the language of Canada, loss of self-confidence, imposter syndrome, all of that. Fortunately for me, I connected with someone who knew someone who knew someone who knew Mr. Smith. I started my journey as a lawyer through Mr. Smith. 2 years afterwards, I bought him out and renamed the firm Osuji Smith Lawyers. Over the years, we've expanded in other practice areas, but we've never really had any strong presence in immigration law, knowing fully well that I am a product of immigration. I am here today because someone did my papers right. Someone credible put the paperwork together to make sure that I came to this country successfully. I started looking around for a reliable, experienced, grounded resource in immigration law. And of course, Rowan came in handy. I've known Rowan for many years. We've acquainted on a few things. We've talked business, we've talked mentorship, we've talked growth of law firms. And when she came to me telling me that there's an opportunity for her to look out to join a successful practice, I knew my time was here. And that was how the conversation started. With Rowan, she's done an incredible job at Fisher Law. She is talented, she is experienced, she is credible, and she has integrity. And these are the things I'm looking for in terms of immigration. Immigration is a space that has a lot of folks who are not legitimate, who are not credible. People have the money to relocate, but they're looking for credible resources to do that. And Rowan and her team at Fisher Law represent everything good about immigration practice, hence this acquisition.
Of course. And Rowan, can you share a few words on what it is that made you comfortable with this acquisition and moving forward with Charles and Osuji Smith Lawyers?
Sure. When I first started looking at opportunities outside of Fisher Law and perhaps joining with another law firm, the law firm that came to mind right away was Osuji Smith Lawyers. The synergy between how Charles and I run our teams, the relationship that Charles and I had already built in the business network within Calgary. We have, like Charles said, had lots of discussions over the past number of years on how to run businesses, how to run law firms, challenges running teams.
Right.
And so we knew that this synergy existed. So as I went into conversations with firms about the potential of Fisher Law joining firms, it was just so present to me that Osuji Smith Lawyers was where we had to be. And so Charles and I went for lunch.
Right.
And he took me to this wonderful Nigerian restaurant. And we sat there and I just pitched him. I said, I got two things for you. One, I'm thinking of moving Fisher Law into another law firm. And two, I want it to be yours.
Wow.
And he looked at me and he was like, I think we should make this happen.
Right.
And that was really it.
Yeah,
and it just started from there. So I know a lot of the lawyers here. I know Charles, the lawyers on our team, know lawyers in the OSL team already.
Yeah.
We're also connected through community. A lot of our lawyers do community work. I do a lot of community work. Charles does a lot of community work. We've even worn the same awards. Like, it's
Right.
really, it's just, there's so
it
much
really makes
synergy.
sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
For both of
absolutely.
us, it was just, I knew this is what I wanted. I knew this is what I wanted to go after. And as soon as Charles knew this was happening, he said yes.
I love that. I
And
love
we
to
just,
hear about that.
yeah, we just like rock and rolled from there. Really.
Absolutely.
Sometimes when things align so beautifully like that, you can't help but assume that there's obviously something there and
Right.
to build on that.
Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.